Hey there. Ready to step into a career that's all about crafting the perfect stride? Today, we're diving deep into the world of footwear product development.
Giving you the knowledge and advice you need to ace that interview.
And let me tell you, having the inside track on how to approach these interview questions can make all the difference. It's like having the blueprint to your dream shoe. You know exactly where each stitch and seam needs to go for a perfect fit.
I love that analogy.
And we've got a treasure trove of insights to share thanks to RoleCatcher's incredible career library. We're talking thousands of guides, sample interview questions, even tips on crafting the perfect resume.
It's like having a personal stylist for your career, helping you put your best foot forward.
Exactly. So you're passionate about footwear. Maybe you geek out over new materials or sketch shoe designs in your free time. This deep dive is all about translating that passion into a compelling interview narrative.
Because it's one thing to love shoes and another to articulate your skills and experiences in a way that resonates with potential employers.
Which brings us to our first interview question, pulled straight from RoleCatcher's guide. Describe your experience in footwear product development. Now, this might seem like a softball question, but it's actually a golden opportunity to showcase your understanding of the entire product lifecycle.
Absolutely. Don't just rattle off your past roles and responsibilities. Instead, connect the dots for them. Did you work on athletic shoes?
Highlight your expertise in performance materials and your understanding of athlete needs. Did you specialize in high-fashion footwear?
Talk about your eye for detail, your knowledge of trends, and your ability to translate a designer's vision into a wearable work of art.
It's about painting a picture of your journey, highlighting the experiences that align with the specific demands of this role. And if you're earlier in your career and haven't had a dedicated role in footwear development just yet,
Don't worry, this is where you get creative and resourceful. Have you interned with a footwear brand, volunteered at a design studio, or even just spent countless hours experimenting with your own shoe designs? Those experiences still hold weight. Talk about the skills you developed, the challenges you overcame, and the lessons you learned, even if it was in a less formal setting.
so connect those dots, showcase your passion, and make sure your enthusiasm shines through.
Now, speaking of passion, our next interview question really taps into that. How do you stay up to date with industry trends and technologies? This is where your genuine interest in footwear will truly shine.
Because let's face it, a generic answer like, I read magazines just won't cut it in this fast-paced world.
Exactly. Think about the specific innovations that excite you. Is it the rise of 3D printed footwear, the development of sustainable materials like mushroom leather, the use of augmented reality in shoe design? Mention these advancements, but don't just name drop them. Explain why you find them fascinating and how you see them shaping the future of footwear.
It's about showing them you're not just keeping up with the trends, you're thinking critically about how those trends will impact the industry, where you fit into that bigger picture. Now, what if the company you're interviewing with is known for a particular innovation? Like, let's say they've pioneered a new cushioning technology.
Then by all means, weave that into your answer. For example, you could say, I've been following your company's work with mention specific technology with great interest. The way you're combining performance and sustainability is truly inspiring.
Now you're talking. That not only shows you've done your homework, but also demonstrates a genuine interest in their specific contributions to the field.
It's about finding those points of connection, those shared passions that make you a natural fit for their team.
I love it. Now let's tackle a question that's all about finding that delicate balance.
Yeah.
How do you balance cost and quality when developing new footwear products?
Ah, yes, the eternal struggle. Everyone wants it affordability, durability style.
Right. So how do you, as a footwear product developer, navigate those competing demands? What's your secret sauce?
This is where you need to showcase your problem-solving skills and your ability to think strategically. Have you ever had to find a more cost-effective material without compromising on quality? Or maybe you discovered a design tweak that streamlined production and reduced waste.
Details matter. Don't just tell them you're good at balancing cost and quality, show them. Give a specific example. Quantify your impact, if possible, and really bring that experience to life.
Right.
For instance, you could say, in my previous role, I was tasked with finding a more sustainable alternative to a key material that had become prohibitively expensive. After extensive research, I discovered a supplier who used recycled ocean plastic to create a fabric with similar performance properties, but at a fraction of the cost. This not only aligned with our company's sustainability goals, but also saved us thousands of dollars in production costs.
Now that's a compelling story. You've highlighted your problem-solving skills, your commitment to sustainability, and your ability to deliver tangible results.
It's about demonstrating that you understand the business side of things, not just the creative aspect. And speaking of understanding the business, let's move on to a question that's particularly relevant in today's globalized world. Describe your experience working with overseas factories and suppliers.
This is a big one. Global collaboration is often a cornerstone of footwear product development, and interviewers want to know you can navigate the complexities of international partnerships.
It's not enough to say you've worked with overseas factories. They want to see that you could bridge cultural gaps, overcome communication barriers, and build strong relationships despite the distance.
Think about any time you've had to adapt your communication style, navigate different time zones, or find creative solutions to logistical challenges. For instance, you could say, I once had to manage a product launch where the factory was based in a completely different time zone. To ensure smooth communication, I adjusted my schedule to have regular video conferences with the factory team during their working hours, even if it meant staying late or starting early. This extra effort fostered a strong sense of trust and collaboration, which ultimately contributed to a successful product launch.
See, it's about turning potential challenges into opportunities to showcase your adaptability, resourcefulness, and commitment to building strong relationships.
Because at the end of the day, it's those relationships that often make or break a product's success.
So true. Now, I want to switch gears for a moment and talk about how RoleCatcher can help you prepare for these interview questions.
Yeah,
We've covered a lot of ground, and it can feel overwhelming to keep track of all these nuances.
absolutely. And that's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered features come in. Imagine having a personal interview coach available 24/7, analyzing your responses, identifying areas for improvement, and helping you craft answers that resonate with your target employers.
It's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket. Tell me more about how this AI actually works.
Well, let's say you're struggling to articulate your experience with a particular material or technology. RoleCatcher's AI can analyze thousands of job descriptions and industry articles to provide you with relevant keywords and phrases that resonate with employers in the footwear industry.
So it's not about giving you generic advice. It's about tailoring your responses to the specific demands of the role and the expectations of the company.
Precisely. And it's not just about the content of your answers, it's also about the delivery. RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your video responses, providing feedback on your body language, tone of voice, and overall presentation style.
It's like having a virtual career coach, helping you fine-tune every aspect of your interview game. I'm definitely going to check out RoleCatcher's AI features. Now back to our interview questions. Let's talk about a question that really gets to the heart of collaboration. How do you collaborate with design teams to bring their concepts to life?
This is where the magic happens. It's that beautiful dance between creativity and practicality.
Exactly. As much as we all love a stunning shoe design, it also has to be functional, manufacturable, and wearable. This question is all about showcasing your ability to bridge that gap between the designer's vision and the realities of production.
And it's not just about understanding both sides of the equation. It's about finding ways to facilitate smooth communication and collaboration between the design team and the production team.
So what are some strategies you've used in the past to ensure that design concepts translate seamlessly into actual footwear?
One approach I've found incredibly effective is to incorporate 3D modeling and prototyping into the early stages of the design process. This allows designers to visualize their creations in a more tangible way, and for the production team to identify any potential manufacturing challenges early on.
So it's about catching those potential roadblocks before they become major obstacles.
Absolutely. And it also creates a more collaborative environment where both teams can provide input and feedback throughout the design process. For example, you could say, I'm a firm believer in the power of visual communication. In my previous role, I spearheaded the integration of 3D modeling software into our design reviews. This allowed us to create virtual prototypes that we could manipulate and analyze from all angles, fostering a more collaborative and iterative design process.
That's brilliant. You've not only highlighted your technical skills and problem-solving abilities, but also demonstrated your understanding of how to foster effective team dynamics.
And speaking of team dynamics, let's move on to a question that's all about. Leadership. Describe your experience managing a team of product developers. This one is for those aiming to lead and inspire.
Okay, so it's not just about listing where you were in charge. What are they really looking for in an answer here?
They want to see that you can foster a culture of collaboration, navigate different personalities and working styles, and ultimately bring out the best in your team.
So it's about creating an environment where everyone feels empowered to contribute their unique talents and perspectives.
Exactly. Think about a time you motivated your team to overcome a challenge. mentored a junior developer, or facilitated a breakthrough solution through effective collaboration. One example you could share is, in my previous role, we were faced with a major design setback just weeks before a planned product launch. I knew we had to act quickly, but more importantly, we had to act as a united front. I gathered the team together, and instead of placing blame, we brainstormed solutions. We were transparent about the challenges, the tight deadlines, and I encouraged everyone to contribute their ideas. That sense of shared ownership and open communication led us to a creative workaround that not only salvaged the launch, but actually improved the product.
Now that showcases leadership. You faced a high-pressure situation, kept a cool head, and fostered a collaborative environment that ultimately led to success. That's gold. Now, before we move on, I want to touch on something you mentioned earlier about RoleCatcher's AI-powered features. Could you elaborate on how those features could help someone prepare for a question like this, where soft skills and leadership qualities are key?
Absolutely. While it's great to have these stories in your back pocket, RoleCatcher's AI can help you frame them in a way that aligns with the company's values and the specific leadership qualities outlined in the job description.
So it's about tailoring your message to the specific audience.
Exactly. For example, if the company emphasizes innovation and taking risks, RoleCatcher's AI might suggest highlighting a time you encouraged your team to think outside the box or championed a new, untested idea. It's all about presenting your leadership experiences in a way that resonates with the company's culture and priorities. Now let's delve into a question that often trips up even seasoned professionals. Describe your experience with materials sourcing and development.
Ah, yes. The world fabrics, leathers, synthetics. It's a lot more than just knowing your cotton from your nylon.
Okay.
What are some key points to focus on when answering this question?
It's about demonstrating a deep understanding of the properties of different materials, their suitability for various footwear applications, and of course, the ever-important considerations of sustainability and ethical sourcing.
It's about seeing beyond the surface and understanding the entire life cycle of those materials.
Precisely. Have you researched new eco-friendly materials? Experimented with innovative manufacturing techniques? Negotiated with suppliers to ensure fair labor practices? These are the experiences that will make you stand out.
It's about showing them you're not just choosing materials based on aesthetics or cost, but considering their broader impact. For example, you could say, in my previous role, I spearheaded the transition to using recycled ocean plastic in our shoe uppers. Not only did this reduce our reliance on virgin materials, but it also resonated with our customers who were increasingly demanding sustainable products. It was a win-win for both the planet and our bottom line.
Now you're speaking their language. You've demonstrated your commitment to sustainability, your understanding of consumer trends, and your ability to make decisions that benefit both the company and the environment.
Okay, so we've talked about materials, but what about the actual construction of the shoe? What about those intricate details that transform a design into a wearable product?
Excellent point. Let's talk about the question. Describe your experience with different footwear manufacturing processes.
This is where your technical knowledge really comes into play. We're talking about understanding the difference between stitch down and cement construction, the intricacies of injection molding the art of lasting.
Exactly. Now, you don't need to be a master cobbler to impress here. The key is to showcase your familiarity with the key processes involved in footwear manufacturing, and more importantly, your ability to choose the right process for the right product.
It's about understanding the why behind the how, right?
Exactly. For instance, if you were involved in developing a line of high-performance running shoes, you might say, to achieve the lightweight yet durable construction required for high-impact activities, we opted for an injection-molded EVA midsole combined with a breathable mesh upper. This construction not only enhanced the shoe's performance, but also ensured optimal comfort and breathability.
You've seamlessly blended your knowledge of manufacturing processes with your understanding of material properties and performance requirements. It's about connecting those dots, showing them you understand how all those elements work together to create a successful product. Now, I'm curious, how can RoleCatcher's AI assist with this more technical aspect of the interview?
That's a great question. RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your resume and past work experiences to identify potential knowledge gaps related to specific manufacturing processes.
So it's like having a personalized study guide.
Precisely. It might suggest articles, videos, or even online courses that can help you brush up on specific techniques commonly used in the footwear industry.
That's incredibly helpful, especially if you're transitioning from a different industry or haven't had direct experience with every single manufacturing process. It's about giving you that extra edge and ensuring you feel confident discussing these technical aspects. Okay, on to our final question for this deep dive. This one focuses on a crucial aspect of footwear. How do you ensure compliance with regulatory and safety requirements?
This isn't just about ticking boxes on a checklist. It's about demonstrating a deep understanding of the safety standards and regulations that govern the footwear industry, and more importantly, showcasing your commitment to producing footwear that is both stylish and safe.
Right. We're talking about slip resistance, impact protection, material composition, all those crucial factors that impact the wearer's well-being.
Absolutely. Think about any systems you've implemented, certifications you've obtained, or rigorous testing protocols you've followed to ensure compliance. For example, you could say, in my previous role, I developed a comprehensive quality control protocol based on ASTM standards. This protocol involved rigorous testing at every stage of the manufacturing process, from material selection to final product inspection. This meticulous approach not only minimized the risk of product recalls, but also reinforced our commitment to delivering footwear that met the highest safety standards.
That demonstrates a proactive, detail-oriented approach to compliance, which is exactly what interviewers want to hear. You've shown them that you take safety seriously and that you have the knowledge and experience to navigate those regulatory complexities.
And remember, if you find yourself struggling to articulate those safety protocols or industry regulations, RoleCatcher's AI can come to the rescue.
Okay, so walk me through how this would work in a practical sense.
Let's say you're prepping for an interview with a company that specializes in children's footwear. RoleCatcher's AI might flag this as an area requiring specific attention.
Because the safety regulations for children's footwear are likely more stringent than those for adult footwear.
Exactly. The AI might then provide you with links to relevant regulatory bodies, safety standards specific to children's footwear, and even examples of successful compliance strategies used by other companies in that niche.
So it's like having a research assistant who anticipates your needs and provides you with the precise information you need to excel in that specific interview scenario.
Precisely. It's about empowering you with the knowledge and confidence to tackle those tricky questions head on.
Wow, we've covered some serious ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's like we've taken apart a perfectly crafted shoe and examined every intricate detail from the sole to the laces.
We certainly have. From navigating global supply chains to mastering the art of material selection, it's clear that footwear product development is a multifaceted field. And just like that shoe wouldn't be complete without all of its components working together in harmony, a successful interview requires a cohesive approach.
I love that analogy. It's not just about acing one particular question, it's about showcasing your passion, your knowledge, and your ability to connect the dots for the interviewer.
Absolutely. It's about painting a picture of yourself as someone who understands the footwear industry inside and out, who's passionate about innovation, and who's eager to contribute their unique talents to a team of like-minded individuals.
So as we prepare to lace up and step out into the world armed with all these incredible insights from RoleCatcher, what's the key takeaway for our listener who's gearing up for that big interview?
I would say first and foremost, remember why you're drawn to this field. What is it about footwear that ignites your passion? Is it the challenge of designing for performance and style, the opportunity to work with cutting-edge materials and technologies, the satisfaction of seeing your creations on people's feet? Whatever it is, let that passion shine through in your interview.
Because genuine enthusiasm is contagious, and it can make all the difference in a competitive job market.
Precisely. And remember, preparation is key. RoleCatcher has provided us with a wealth of information from sample interview questions to industry insights. Take advantage of these resources, study the company, understand their values, and tailor your responses to demonstrate why you're the perfect fit for their team.
It's like crafting a custom-made shoe, ensuring that every element aligns with the wearer's unique needs and aspirations.
And don't underestimate the power of storytelling. When answering those interview questions, don't just rattle off a list of skills and experiences. Weave them into compelling narratives that showcase your problem-solving abilities, your leadership qualities, and your passion for innovation.
Because stories stick with people. They make you memorable. They help the interviewer connect with you on a human level.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay to be nervous. Even seasoned professionals get butterflies before an interview. Channel that nervous energy into positive enthusiasm. Show them that you're eager to learn, to grow, and to contribute your unique talents to the world of footwear.
And if you find yourself struggling with a particular question or concept, don't hesitate to lean on RoleCatcher's AI-powered features. It's like having a personal career coach in your back pocket, ready to provide guidance and support every step of the way.
Absolutely. RoleCatcher has truly empowered us with the knowledge and tools we need to succeed in this competitive industry. Now it's up to you to take that first step, to put your best foot forward and to show them what you're made of.
I love it. So to our listeners, you prepare to step into that interview room. Remember this. You've got the passion, you've got the knowledge, and you've got this. Go out there and knock their socks off, or should I say their shoes.
Well said. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lace up those shoes and take that step with confidence.
And we'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.
Okay.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep innovating, and keep that passion for footwear alive.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be seeing your designs on the feet of trendsetters around the world.
That's a wrap on another insightful deep dive. Until next time, happy job hunting.